Well, I did it. Changed the bulbs. I gotta tell you too, I ordered new plugs because these ones are really hard and I can't get them in. See how that bulb there is not all the way in? Changed both of those to, hold on a second, to the 916 NA, which are not super bright, but if I went to like the 921s, they, you know, the lumens, probably be a little bit brighter, but you know, you probably wouldn't even notice it. But when I was at work, I was looking up the lights. They're supposed to be 196 NA. So I was like, well, for some reason they've got the larger bulbs in there, which honestly I like those. So if you guys are looking to upgrade those, they're the 916 NA, long life Sylvania. And so if you guys want to do that, if you guys are looking at doing this and doing all amber, while I was at it, what I did was, it's funny too, because when you look at this one here, this one actually looks like it's tilted up quite a bit. But it's going across the street there pretty good, and I like the way, I actually like where the lights are pointing right now, except that this one here still has to come in a bit. So I'll do that eventually, but right now I'm not going to sweat it a whole lot. But I mean, even if I've got to take these ones off, if I do aim them right now while they're on the truck, when I take them off, you know what I mean, I'm not going to be adjusting them. I can just put them back on and they should be fine, because it's just like little gaps like that right there, you know. Like that one there doesn't look like it's tilted as far back as this one here is. This one here looks like it's tilted up quite a bit. I mean, it could just be because where I'm aiming it, but as far as I could tell, both these lights, like if you look at this shadow here and this one here, well, this one actually might be up a little bit higher. That's what brought that down there, looking at that shadow right there. Yeah, it might be up a little bit higher, but maybe that's why she's tilted. Anyway, I got the lights on there anyhow. Just a quick video for you guys there. If you guys are looking to upgrade. And I'm literally just gonna let my truck idle. I know it's not a good idea to let your vehicles idle. I know it's not, but once I started this truck up, because these lights are really dull and this is like not necessarily a weak battery, but it sits for a while. I don't like doing like a cold start and running across, you know, town for 5 minutes and shutting the vehicle off, because you end up getting a lot of condensation in the engine. So while it's warming up, I'm gonna let this thing warm up. I'm gonna let it get hot. It's better for it to actually warm up and get hot than it is to do stop starts with your vehicle, and that's hands down a fact. So I've seen way too many vehicles come into work when I was in the shop with condensation. Like it looks like water's like coolant got in with the oil. It's just because those people are driving like your cars. You don't let them properly warm up. So if you're like 2 minutes from work and you drive to work, I don't know why you just don't leave a little early and walk to work or take the bus, because if you're driving to work 2 minutes down the road, you're doing nothing but hurting your vehicle, because that condensation is building up in your engine from starting to warm up, and it doesn't, especially when it's cold out, and as it cools down faster, it condenses all that moisture in the air. I mean, if you want to say it, like, it's snowing out right now and you can see the raindrops that are on that, and that's going to get inside, you know, your air box, right? You are inhaling this stuff right now. The truck is inhaling this. There's a lot of moisture in the air, so that's something for you guys to consider. So hence why I'm actually going to let this thing start up. And actually, now that I say that, she's been starting up for a while, because this is another thing that people do too, and you got to watch for, is I do have the heat full on, but I turn the fan off. Hold on a sec. And thankfully, she's still cold, because another trick you don't want to do is you don't want to start your car up and let it get hot while your fan's off, and then all of a sudden turn your heat on to full. Because what will happen is, I'm just going to put this on windshield. So what's going to happen is, if all of a sudden you're pumping hot air onto a freezing cold windshield, that's how you get cracks in the, right there. Did you hear that pop? So right there with that pop, that could have actually been a windshield cracking. It's just the plastics on this thing cracking and flexing in the cold, but your windshield will do the same thing, and you can get a cracked windshield just by turning the heat on when the vehicle's hot. So you need to be careful with that too. If you are going to preheat your vehicle, make sure you've actually got your fan on high, so it slowly heats it up. It's going to be pumping cold air in the car at first, but that temperature is going to be warmer faster than if you know what I mean? Just yeah. So if you're going to be doing this, warm the vehicle straight up with the heat on, so it can do its job and heat the vehicle evenly and safely, so you can clear the windshield of ice and snow without cracking the windshield, and obviously with not getting a pile of moisture and condensation in your oil. So, man, it's something like, I have, if you guys watch my video, I have the RCMP 501 chip in this, module in this, which takes that dinging away. And I completely forgot about that stupid dinging. That's something I have to do, is I have to get rid of that chime. I hate those chimes. I've never liked those chimes. I know most people don't like those chimes. Leave a comment down below how much that right there, what I just did, drove you nuts. So anyway, I've done enough long videos on it. I just wanted to show you guys. Heck, right there, look at that. That looks so good in person. I mean, I hope that I hate that it's washing out on you guys, but that just looks so good. I'm so happy with that. Actually, more happy with it than I thought. Those new headlights, especially during the day, it really brings to life the front of this truck. It actually looks like a newer truck, to be honest with you, during the day, just because this is all chromed out. So it kind of takes that age away from my truck, it being a 93. Looks fantastic. Anyway, one of these videos here are going to be during the day. Obviously, when I take this bezel off, or rad frame, or whatever you guys want to call it, I have to get all that off and replace it because it's broken and missing hardware, and then I'll properly mount these lights, and I'll aim them obviously at night. Like here, just an example, you guys can see, this is what I mean, how you can just see those cars across the street, and the high beams here all, sorry for the dinging, but here, so low beam, high beam, see, nice and high, and low beam, high beam, low beam. So those lights are actually functioning, and they're right where I want them to be. So yeah, kind of give you an idea. Like already it looks different even at night, doesn't it? Hard to see, I know, but already it makes a difference. So yeah, that's it guys, just a short video. I don't want to make this thing super long like my other ones, so thanks a lot for watching. 916 NA is what I suggest you guys get. It looks a lot nicer in these things. All right, see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, leave a comment. I'll see you guys in the next one.